Hello friends, it's Jim O'Rear. Welcome back to Jim O'Rear's Wacky World. Today, we are looking at the new Hasbro line of Indiana Jones toys. And if you've not seen these yet, I was pleasantly surprised. You know, it's a little 6-inch plastic figure, mass-produced from Hasbro. And I'm thinking, how good could it be? But because it's from the ones from the original Raiders of the Lost Ark and Temple of Doom and things like that, I thought I need to try a few of these and see what they're like. And it's hard to tell when you see them in the store because it's in a box with nothing clear to where you can actually see the figure. So you're kind of relying on, hoping that the figure looks like it does on the box, which is rarely the case with toys. But if you've not seen these yet, and you're an Indiana Jones fan, and you've been on the fence wondering, I'm going to give you a closer look at a few of these, not all of them, but 3 or 4 of them. And you can decide for yourself how you like this new Hasbro line of Indiana Jones figures.
Now, I'm not going to show you all the packaging of every figure, but because they're basically all the same. But I will show you one of them so you get the idea of just what the packaging is like. It says the Indiana Jones Adventure Series on it, and it has the characters. You'll notice that you can build an artifact right there, and I'll talk about that in a second. And it has the characters' names on there, as well as what they're supposed to look like. Now, I don't like that you can't see the figures, though, because the boxes are, there's no picture window. There's another build an artifact. Basically, they're pieces of the Ark of the Covenant, and you have to get every figure in order to build it. It comes with a different piece. On the back and sides, it's got more character artwork. And then it shows back here, and there's the artifact up there in the corner. Some of the accessories that come with the figure, just like that. That's what he looks like. And his little accessory. And there's a little piece of the Ark that you build the artifact with. But like I said, that's all you can see of the figure is what's on the packaging. So, I just kind of like, I wonder if they're cool. They do have several in this series. There's even more coming out. There's a picture of some of the other figures. I'm not going to show you all the figures. I'm going to focus on about 4 of them. And let's go ahead and open up one of these boxes. And inside the box, it's pretty cool because they even have theming inside the box. They've got the figures and the accessories inside these little bags that are maps like you would see in the Indiana Jones movies of where he's going to travel and stuff like that. So I thought that was kind of a neat little detail, was to put that map on the packaging. Now we're gonna take Indy out here, and this is Indy from the second movie, and it looks it doesn't look bad. It looks like him. Now this is a Target exclusive. You can just get this one at Target. It does not have the build an artifact in it because of that, but you'll notice that it's got several little joints there: the shoulders, the elbows, the knees, the feet, the hips, several points of articulation so that you can do different posing and things with him, just like that there. And he comes with several different little accessories from that movie, Temple of Doom. He's got the swords, the skewer, the antidote, the jewel, and they're small. That's compared to my finger, so you're going to lose these. So watch out when you open the bag or you're going to lose them because they're small. And then when you put him in a pose, it's pretty cool. It's got the jewel, he's got the antidote, and it looks like Harrison Ford from Temple of Doom, I think. So I was very, very pleased with that figure. Now, if we go with the classic Indy from the original Raiders of the Lost Ark, you'll see here he is, and same kind of articulation, lots of posable options. Got the hat, lots of accessories. There's a rope that goes on his belt. There is the bag that hangs there that he puts his little artifacts and finds in. And also he's got a holster here on his hip, and that does have a gun that you can remove and put in his hand if you want to do that also. So lots of neat little accessories that come on him, but he's also got a few more off of him. And there's notice the idol is right there, as well as a bag of sand that he uses to replace the idol with. There's a whip that's not rolled up in case you want to put him in an action pose. And there's the pedestal for the idol. And you can do something like this with him. Pose him where he's just put the bag of sand on the pedestal and he's got the idol in his hand. This is a great opening scene to the first movie, and I'm so happy that this is a set that you can set up this scene with and something like that. Now, since we're talking about Raiders, this guy, he's one of the creepiest movie villains of all time, I think. He looks weird, he acts weird, he's just creepy. And again, same type of points of articulation in the head, the hands, the elbows, the knees, the hips, the feet. Lots of different posing options. This jacket actually comes off. See if I can do it with one hand. It comes off, so it's an extra little accessory. He does not have to have the jacket if you don't want him to. And if we look down here at some of the accessories, you'll see those little gold pieces. Those are the pieces of the arc for that build an artifact. Those are the pieces that come with him. Also his melting face, his hand that gets burned. He's got his gun, his hat. And because I like the melting face scene and the hand burn, that's what I chose to put on him when I pose him in my display cabinet. So mine kind of looks like that when he's all posed with his gun and burnt hand and jacket hanging over him, and he's a creepy villain. He's one of my favorite villains. And another fun villain is Balak from the second movie, Temple of Doom, and Balak is not as posable, because you'll notice he's got this garb on, this kind of dress that's his ritual robe that he's wearing. And the arms are posable enough, as well as the head. But, when you... Let me see if I can do this again with one hand holding the camera and one hand with the figure. But if we turn him sideways here, I'm going to try and show you sort of how... See, his legs are all covered. So the joints in his hips and his knees and his ankles, you really can't get to that well. So he is a little more difficult to pose if you want to put him. He's not quite as flexible or posable as the other figures. And let me see if I can open this up here with one hand just so you can see. He's got all the joints. I mean, all the joints are there, as you can see right here when I get him open. You can't use them is all. So you just got to kind of balance him up straight. And then for his accessories, he comes with his staff. That's it. The other little pieces are the handles for the Ark of the Covenant. And that's his little staff right there. Got the ram's heads on it. And those are the handles to the ark when you're building the artifact. Now, I'll never build the artifact because I don't want all of the figures. I just have some favorites. But this is what it looks like when he is in a pose with his staff. So pleasantly surprised and happy, actually, with all of these. I am going to kind of look forward to some of the new ones that they're coming out with, like Short Round and stuff like that. Those should be a lot of fun as well.
How much fun are those? I love them. I think they did a really good job. I mean, it's mass-produced plastic 6-inch figures. So, you're not looking for collectible quality, but for that, they're so much fun. And to have some of the classic villains, from the early films and things like that, I thought it was a great job by Hasbro. So, I hope that gives you a better idea of what these figures are like when you see them out of the box, and sort of how they're posable and what they come with and all of that. So I hope you have enjoyed watching this video. If you have, click that like button to let the powers that be know that you like the video. And while you are at it, click on follow or subscribe, and you'll be notified when I upload new videos. But thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.